Hey guys, Farmer Jesse here. I'm in my greenhouse, hanging out, getting ready to do some soil blocks and get some seeds started. I had some ideas for things that CSA members, people who are buying the CSA, could do to get ready for the season. So let's do it. So the CSA is a pretty big investment. I mean, it costs a lot of money up front, and then you start getting this big influx of vegetables, and you have to kind of know how to use them or be ready to use them. So I wanted to offer, just a few tips on how to get ready for it. All right, so my first tip is to buy a bunch of starches, and I've done a little video about this wherever it comes up. But what the idea is essentially that if you have starches on hand, it makes making the meal so much easier, so you don't really even have to think about it. Essentially, you can just buy, have pizza dough on hand, have dry pasta, tortillas for tacos and burritos, and you can do hard tacos, get some of those. Just stash all that stuff away. Any sort of starch that you like. We'll provide, a lot of CSAs will provide potatoes and that sort of thing, so those sorts of starches. But if you want to do some cornmeal for cornbread, get some cornmeal, get some flour so you can make your own pastas, make your own breads, make your own focaccia. We'll do a video about that soon because I love focaccia. These are all things you can buy beforehand, and I would buy them now or earlier before the CSA starts. That's my first recommendation, is definitely buy a bunch of starch. Second is, think about proteins. What kind of proteins do you like? Do you like, especially the shelf-stable ones? You can buy those now. Beans are a good shelf-stable protein. Quinoa is kind of both a starch and a protein. I mean, heck, get some meats in your freezer, some sausage, some, different cuts. Get some things that you like right before the CSA, so that when you're thinking, all right, I know I want to make pizza, you've got your starch. And I know I want to make, I have this bacon, so let's throw that in there. Let's chop up some bacon. And we also got a bunch of kale, so let's do like a bacon kale, pizza, and it'll be delicious. Unless you're making the dough from scratch, I mean, those sorts of things can take you less than an hour. I've got some sausage and I've got some pasta, so let's throw in, some of this arugula and just make like a nice little pasta salad. Tip number 3, go ahead and clean out your refrigerator. You've been looking for an excuse, admit it. Go ahead and do it. Obviously, I don't need to teach you how to clean out a refrigerator, but just take out everything you don't need and don't want and aren't going to use. And then that way you have space, especially in your crisper drawers, to put in your lettuces and put in all your greens so that they stay nice and crisp for longer, and you'll have more chance to use them before they're going bad. Figure out what you're going to do with waste. You are going to waste a little food in the CSA. It's okay. Waste is relative. Waste only happens if you put it in the trash can. Figure out ways to maybe compost your food, or look around and see if there's a local compost collection place somewhere in your neighborhood or somewhere in your area. Talk to your farmer. Can you bring them back your compost and give it to them? We'll take compost back. We're totally cool with that. If you don't eat all your radishes, or don't eat the radish greens, or if you don't, if some of your lettuce goes bad, no big deal. Bring it back to us. We'll put it back into the garden and we'll just grow something else with it. Super cool. All right, and for the moment, that's about it. So I could do many more recommendations, and maybe I'll do another video of recommendations. Otherwise, if you like this video, please like this video. That way it is, kept to the side, and you can go look at your liked videos. And if you found one that you like and you're like, what was that video that he did on kohlrabi? I'll do a video on kohlrabi. Then you can just go back to your likes and find it. Also, subscribe to our channel. That way you know when we put up a new video. Share it with your friends. Leave a comment. Tell us what you guys are doing with your CSA, or what you're doing to get prepared for it. We still have shares left in our CSA, so feel free to sign up for that if you're in the Central Kentucky area. Otherwise, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. I gotta get doing these soil blocks. Bye.